Lane is incredibly spontaneous. That's probably the first thing I noticed about him. But very hardworking. He always put his mind to something, and there was no doubt he was going to accomplish what he decided to do. It was going to be great. He was following what he wanted to do, which was pilot training. So yeah, he was happy and we were excited.
I was in for almost 10 years. I was getting ready to pin on major. It was the anthrax vaccine that kind of turned my world upside down. It doesn't affect a lot of people, but some people it does. But it was a game changer for me.
Yeah, there were dips where it was frightening, and then you'd kind of settle in on a new norm, and then it would happen again. And you know, like any trial or challenge, you never know how it's going to turn out.
It's called post-vaccinal disseminated encephalomyelitis. Nobody even knows what that is. Nobody's even heard about it. So nobody can wrap their brain around it, and the kids have no idea what's even coming.
The day that he came home and said, "I think I'm done flying," and he was right. That was the end of him flying. But then the day that he realized he wasn't going to be able to walk anymore, and and then you just think, hey, you got to reset your mind and just find a new normal.
Aviation is just in my blood. So reflecting on different movies, Apollo 13, the spaceship's all blowing up, and the mission commander's like, well, what do we have left on the spacecraft? That's good. So that's kind of my philosophy. It's like, okay, we're at this point now. What do we have left? What can we work with? And how can we still accomplish all those things that we want to do?
Right now, as long as you know your brake is laying.
I found the brake.
Going as a family to the National Ability Center has been a blessing because it takes us somewhere where Lane can participate with us on a family level. Because so often when I'll go, take the children to an activity, Lane just doesn't come. It's wonderful because we can go with the children, and I know the entire time we're there. Whether it's for a weekend or for an afternoon, it's going to be completely based around his abilities.
One of the beautiful things about the Wounded Warrior Project and the partnership that we have with the Wounded Warrior Project is that we're not just allowing people to come here and recreate. We're not just allowing some people to come and play. We're bringing the families back together, and we're giving them hope.
It was just flat out awesome. Like, I was doing a sport with my dad, and we were riding bikes together. It was a good experience.
I loved it because there are lots of activities we do, but not all of them we can do with our dad together. So the fact that we could all do activities together as a family, it was really fun.
I live in a world of disability, and I respect everyone that battles a huge disability because they still have talents and skills and can add value to many things. Having that recreation just kind of helps you recharge your batteries and reset your clock again so that you can engage the challenges that are still before you.
Just the opportunity for them to see Lane accomplish things, like when he did the climbing wall, oh my goodness, the kids were so proud of him. You just thought he'd, flown to the moon or something, and I thought, that is awesome.
I'd say he's my hero. He's just like any other dad pretty much, and his disability doesn't even matter.
One of the things that allows somebody to be successful in their life in general, to be happy, is their ability to play and their ability to recreate. If you're not doing that, if you're not doing that together, if you can't do that with your friends, if you can't do that with your family, then you're not a healthy individual.
Our family's been dealing with it a little bit longer than some of the families that we met there, but I think it gave them hope to say it's going to get better and your family's going to grow stronger through this.
When you can step back and go, okay, wait a minute, I'm all wrapped around the axle of just dealing with my health. Just doctor's appointments constantly, this hospital, that hospital, these tests, so many of these unknowns. Sometimes it's just good to step back and get as close to an activity that you used to do all the time. And it pulls your mind out of it a little bit. It really pulls you away to where you can just appreciate life a little bit more, what you still have.